Hi, my name is Dr. Olubukola Akoni. Welcome to the Diary of Adolescent Soul. It's hot in here. Expand my window. I often say that when parents understand how the brain works, they will take a more positive approach to parenting. Don't nurture in fear, worry, stress, or shame. View every challenge as an opportunity to learn more. Any struggle you are experiencing with your child or adolescent is an opportunity for you to get closer and dig deeper. Every behavior communicates. Learn to shift yourself to a state of responsiveness as a parent or caregiver, where your presence, openness, sense of connection, and curiosity exist. And with a positive attitude, you look at the challenges and ask yourself, how can I learn from this? What can you do to achieve this? Firstly, you need to understand your own and your children's mental states. Maintain empathy, where you can sense and experience your children's behaviors and feelings, and respond to their emotions, comprehend and share their thoughts and feelings. It is also important to listen. Sit down with your adolescent and simply listen to what they have to say. They are also trying to figure out what they are feeling. Reflection and reframing are what are referred to as parent therapy, meaning parent performing therapy. Connecting with your child or adolescent through reflecting and reframing helps you dig deeper. You can do this by saying, "It sounds like you are going through a lot right now." Reflecting on what they have said makes them feel heard. Then reframe by helping them to give what they are going through a different meaning by changing the way they think and feel about the challenges. For instance, if your child says, "I think my friends don't like me," you might reflect before reframing. "It sounds to me like you are hurt by what happened between you and your friends." Then help them reframe out of compassion. What evidence do you have to support your thoughts? It can go on and on telling you what happened and how it feels. Then reframe again. "Tell me what you like about yourself." This bit makes children feel connected and supported. It also enables you to know the battle inside their minds, and please ensure they experience positive outcomes. Now you can help them widen their window of tolerance. Tolerance is a virtue. It is the ability to deal with and adapt to any circumstance. Your adolescents need to expand their window of tolerance to regulate their emotions and behaviors. It allows them to adapt and be flexible in their psychological state. Remember that adolescents can be filled with anxiety, sadness, depression, discontent, anger, and worry over not being good enough, not being loved, not being heard, peer pressure, vulnerability to social vices, and so on. Widening their window of tolerance is like expanding their virtue of tolerance and patience level to improve their ability to regulate their brains and actions. Because without tolerance, it is easy to have emotional outbursts or fall into social vices. When their brain releases hormones that are within their tolerance window, they can handle the circumstances and can adapt and regulate their emotions. But when the pressure to become fearful, worry, anxious, or to engage in social vices become too strong for them, they almost respond beyond their tolerance level, making them to feel uncomfortable, depressed, sad, hungry, and experience mood swings, or eventually fall into the hot pressure. Expanding your adolescent tolerance window helps them balance their brains, provide them with the ability to achieve emotional regulation, and give them the ability to make good decisions. They can keep control of their minds, emotions, and behaviors, also help them to handle well unpleasant situations, and they become better at delaying gratification. So parents and caregivers, before you start teaching them lessons about their misbehaviors or talking to them about what you want from them, you need to first assist your children and adolescents on how to increase their patience and tolerance level to gain stability. Then it makes sense when you are passing your parental advice across to your adolescents to choose delayed gratification, whether under pressure or not. and they will eventually become aware of appropriate behavior and what to do better next time. If we want to instill virtue in our children and adolescents, we need to demonstrate that in how we interact with them. First, use connection as a tool to promote their sense of belonging. Giving your children and adolescents intentional and positive attention reduces negative behaviors because every child wishes to be heard, seen, and have a parent who is a good listener. When you do this, they will move to a state of being receptive with the acceptance to expand their window of tolerance. In conclusion, here are some tips on how your children and adolescents can expand their window of tolerance and patience to guard against or when the pressure is becoming hot. Practice breathing exercise to help develop calmness. Role playing will help to visualize and practice different ways of handling situations and challenges. Build self-compassion. Resist negative self-talk, verbal and non-verbal abuse. Let them participate in volunteering activities to improve their psychological and emotional well-being. Be careful about the kind of media they are paying attention to. Appreciate and teach them to value their effort even if their desired outcome is not met. So help your children and adolescents to expand their window of tolerance and patience because you never know how hot the psychological and emotional pressure within and without will be or when it will come. The fact is that the pressure is always hot. Till I come your way again, remember to be intentional. Parenting is a hard work. God bless you.